fourth quarter about to get underway. Railers playing defense with Fred Belsick, Cook, Bobby Donofsky into the contest for the first time, Edward Bowlby, Austin Cruz. Lob play goes for Stevens. Stevens with the catch, dribble to gather himself, goes on the other side, lays it up and in.
Well, you rarely see the old backdoor alley-oop play run to one of your guards that can't really jump, but hey, it worked out for him.
Todd Belsick with a nice catch right in front of the Railer bench, but his foot a little too big as he steps on the sideline in front of assistant coach Eric Ewald. 39-19 Railers. You know, it's funny. I want to say in command, but this just has that feeling, doesn't it? Like you talked about it. It is 20, but it feels like it should be more, but it could be less.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me right now we're up by 50, I wouldn't have a hard time believing it. It's just that way. It's funny that you say, like you said, bad things always happen right in front of your coach, as we stepped out right inches in front of Neal.
Jacobs. Nelson almost steps on the timeline. Over to Balster.
Nelson's kind of a one-trick pony. You don't want him to do anything but shoot.
He got it to go down. Interestingly, that's the only thing he wants to do is shoot as well.
Well, his shots within the three-point line have both been good. It's when he extends out that he's having a little bit of a struggle.
Nelson with 7. We're under 7 minutes to go. Needs some help in the backcourt, and a foul is going to be whistled on Springfield as they tried to run through Donofsky to make the steal.
Well, and Donofsky did a real good thing there, Jeff. When you see one of your guys in trouble and he's going to pass it, you know I have to go meet the ball. You can't wait for the pass to get to you. And because Donofsky went to meet the ball, he was able to get a foul call.
And then Bowlby catches the ball in the front court, and Max is standing in the back court, and that was his first option. And Edward is going to check out here for just a moment as Gavin back in the lineup for the Railers.
Yeah, they don't even need to say anything to Edward as he walks by, and he wisely just turned his head and went and sat down.
Jacobs, right corner, rises up for 3, left it way short. Cook the rebound for Lincoln. Over to Gavin. Railers look to push. Gavin at the top of the key. Contact. Now he's picked up his dribble, needs some help. Gets it over to Donofsky. Max down the lane. Off Stevens, off the glass, count it, and he is fouled.
Literally all day he could do that if he wanted to, Jeff. That's like I mentioned in the before the game, in my mind, and you've seen it here in the second half, this Lincoln team is at its very best when Max Cook is attacking from the point guard position and creating shots.
Free throw from Max, up and good. Max, who was scoreless at halftime, is now in double figures with 10.
Yeah, he like most of the Railers, have really come out and asserted themselves here in the second half.
Ball loose, picked up. Gavin Block takes it away into the hands of Austin Cruz. Cruz hands off to Max, and we head the other way with the Railers up 21. Gavin near the timeline. Looks to drive, kicks it over in the corner to an open Bobby Donofsky for 3. Spins off, no good. Rebound to the Senators. Balster ahead quickly to Stevens. Against 3, Railers goes up off the glass. Will not go down. Cook with the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Balster. It's headed to the Railers.
Well, and Donofsky's wide open there, and that's what we want. I mean, you give him that shot and want him to take it, and he'll knock it down probably 7 out of 10 times. So this second half, Jeff, we've just got pretty much any shot we wanted whenever we wanted. And,
you know, one of the things you talk about, Joel, is when Max is attacking from the point guard position, if they don't close on him, Max is good enough to go to the rim. If they do, we've got enough shooters on the floor where you've got to respect them as well.
Well, and that's where a lot of summer ball pays off for Max.
Backdoor, nice look from Gavin to Pod. They work it around to Max for 3. Got it again.
Yeah, Max plays a lot of summer AAU ball, Jeff, and in AAU ball, if you take the ball up in the whole week, I mean, there's giant, strong young men in there, and that's paid off for Max because you see him here. When he goes up for a layup, he goes up strong with a purpose.
45-21, Railers up by 24. Jacobs from the right side. His 3 is no good. Balls to the rebound amongst 3 Railers. He kicks it back on top to Stevens, working around to Jacobs. Moves by Donofsky. Pull up from 16 is good.
Good-looking shot there. Jacobs got a good shot. He hasn't had many fall. He's got a real nice stroke and a good release, and not a bad-looking player here as Max tries to clear Gavin out of his way. He wants to go one-on-one again, and why not?
4:40 to go. Max down the lane. Flips it up, won't go down, tried to get his own rebound. They're going to say last touch by Springfield. Bowlby checking back in for the Railers.
And Max again attacked Jeff. He definitely got fouled there, but when you're up by 23 points here, you're not going to maybe get that call as often as you should.
Bowlby back in. Cruz out. Bosick drives in right at the basket, instead kicks it out.
Well, up by 22 with 4.5 left, Jeff. Every shot you get here, you want to be a good shot.
Max. Bosick pulls up. His jumper is good from about 16. That's where Will's been really good tonight.
Yeah, his is. We talked about it again and again. That was a little bit more than maybe a mid-range shot, closer to a 3, but he has been money on all of those inside the three-point line shots.
Driving baseline, kicked off of the arm of Donofsky. Goes out of bounds, under 4 minutes to go. Railers up 47-23.
And Jeff, want to remind everybody the JV, again, impressive. 52-35 over Springfield, over a pretty decent Springfield JV team, too. The second half, they really stuck it to them. Kind of a mirror of what happened here in this game.
Yeah, it took a while to get going, but then once it did, Springfield really didn't have an answer.
Yeah, you know, Will Cook and Conradi really, and Peyton Ebler played really good there in the JV game.
3 is missed, tracked down by Pearl in the corner in front of Conradi. Skip it across. Malster's jumper from the baseline. That's shot over everything. Rebound to Max. Looks ahead to a streaking Edward Bowlby, who goes in for the easy 2.
Great. Love to see Lincoln run when we can. You know, we don't get that a lot, but good time to take advantage of it when you can.
3:20 to go. Railers up 49-23. Pearl with a move inside. Ball loose on the floor. There's Podbelsic. Conradi down on the floor with it. Hands off to Donofsky.
Great hustle there by Conradi. Up by 26 points, and he's diving face first into the floor to get the ball.
And you know, Joel, the Railer defense certainly has been good over their last 5 games. They're averaging just 35 points given up, and they keep this up, and they should be well under that here tonight.
Yeah, they're not going to get to 35 even if we play 2 extra quarters.
Donofsky for 3.
Yes, sir.
That's up and good.
That's all day.
That might be the line of the year.
Well, at least that was good for one line.
52-23, Railers up by 29.
And now a couple of those sophomores we talked about, the guards, Will Cook and Ebler, are going to check in.
3 up and good from Ryan Dorr, the 5'8 senior.
Yeah, they should have put him in earlier. He's stepped right in and knocked down a 3.
52-26 as we approach the 2-minute mark. And a 5-second call was called on Max for closely guarded.
No, that's a bad call. I mean, even when the call you looked up, the guy that was guarding him was 4 or 5 feet off of him. That's not what that call's intended for. And mass substitutions now. We got 4 sophomores and a junior out on the floor.
So Cook out.
Cookie?
Max, that is. So we'll get the lineup here for the Railers. You've got Jordan Perry, Will Cook, Bobby Donofsky, Adam Conradi, and Peyton Ebelair as the ball is thrown away, and Coach Matt Reed is down 26 with 2 minutes to go, fighting for every call, saying it was tipped.
Yeah, well, a good coach never gives up, and you know, these last couple minutes are important for the young guys he's got on the floor, so he's gonna coach it all the way through to the end.
52-26, minute 50 to go. Ebelair in the corner to Donofsky to Conradi.
They had Ebler on a backdoor cut, but they weren't looking for it.
Conradi thinking about a 3. I don't think he's going to think too hard about it, though. Hands off.
Yeah, in this situation, I don't think the coaches would be in favor of that.
Will Cook, he drives down, lays it up with the left hand, missed it.
Well, Will and his brother Max have a lot in common, is that they're both great at taking the ball to the hole.
Dorr looks to make a move, but he's going to be called for steps.
Dorr has got to be a football player. He's got fullback written all over him. Hey, Jeff, and you know, it's really neat coming out here and being able to do the game again, but boy, I feel old, and I look out there, and it seems like yesterday I was in high school, and now my son's on the sophomore team, and you and I talked about that before the game. It's just hard to believe how time flies and all the good times we have here watching these games.
Yeah, you know, you take a look at you're doing some of the games, and all of a sudden you realize some of those kids are now coaching. You see them walking around with their families, and you're like, yep, time to get the Geritol out.
But it's great to see it's really a community and a family atmosphere here in Lincoln, and to see the generation after generation of players bring their kids back.
Bobby Danofsky, another three, missed it off the left side. Rebound down to the Senators. 30 seconds to go. Railers are up 26.
And Jeff, even people that played here years and years ago, you know that when they come back to town, they tell their kids, well, we're in town, you're gonna go see a Lincoln Railer game. You know, it's like almost having a little college here almost.
Inside, nice move, and the foul's going to be called on Evelair. Well, you know, what's funny is when you have friends or family come into town during basketball season, it's like, well, what do you want to go do? You want to go do this? You want to do that? No. You got to go see a Railer game at Roy S. Anderson.
Yeah, I've got one of the kids that plays on my summer team lives out of town, and I told him and his dad, if you ever get over here on the weekend, the first place we're coming is Roy S., so you can experience the lights out and see what it's all about.
At the line for Springfield is Joshua Gretschel, and these are the first free throws of the night for the Senators.
And, you know, Jeff, I don't think there's any doubt that the heartbeat, the identity, the pulse of this community is right here on this court with these young men playing this game.
It's taken away from Evelair. Malster looks to make a move, flips it up, and it'll go down. 52-29, but that will be our final score as the Railers get the victory here on a Friday night. The final, Lincoln 52, Springfield 29. Lincoln improves to 12-3 on the season, 4-1 in conference play. Springfield drops to 0-14. They are 0-5 in the conference. Again, it is Lincoln 52, Springfield 29. We'll be back with our post-game show in just a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.